caught by Raymond. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Perkins. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mon looks to throw. Smith with a 1st down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
And Viking fans always remember that Kyle Rudolph held down the tight end position for the better part of a decade. But Irv Smith was drafted in the 2nd round in 2019 as his eventual replacement. And that time is now. A 1st down catch there for Smith.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Here's Mon. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mon going to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Here's Mon. They're going for it. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
7, Lions 0.
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air, Mond. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Levi Onwuzurike in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Mond. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for Minnesota. He'll drop to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
Touchdown! It's complete. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff, he's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Troy Apke.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mond. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Wesley Harden in formation.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 14, Lions nothing.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Goff on first down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the 42-yard line.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
To throw is Perkins.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Cook running right. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Julian Okwara
drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And a fresh start for DeAndre Swift and his teammates with this brand new coaching staff. And they believe he can be a 3-down back. They want to get him in space against linebackers. 46 catches his rookie year. They expect that number to get into the 60s.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Goff. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
3rd down from the gun. It's Mon. Deep ball for Goodwin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it 21-8. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Not much there, only a yard.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Open man is Quintez Cephas. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. It's Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. To the air again. Goff. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And some room to work. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and
10. 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 9, Mond got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mond looks to throw.
Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now Goff.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Mond now off of play action.
He's going to air one out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So,
and my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Chaz Surratt.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Goff on 1st down. And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to do.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Well, they go play action here. Mon.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
From the gun, here's Mon.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
To throw is Perkins. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing is Perkins.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
To throw again on second down. Mon. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Mond out of the shotgun. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Will Harris. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Now Perkins.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
They'll run right here with Swift.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Throwing on 1st down, Perkins.
And this one taken in by Cephas.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Perkins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Mon.
That is caught by Thielen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's Mon.
Flushed out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be reaper.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Joseph now to have the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Lions take over 1st and
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down there.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime.